Hey everybody, what is going on? It's PMOC at 86 Drive. Well, it's one of the more stressful days for any California car enthusiast owner. Today is the day that I'm going to take my 1991 Toyota MR2 Turbo in for a smog check. And, I say that it's kind of a stressful day for a car enthusiast. And that's usually because, a car is modified or, somehow out of spec in some way that might cause doubt as to whether or not you might pass the smog inspection. Now, in my case, my MR2 is actually, I'd say 90% stock. It's got wheels, it's got coilovers, but in terms of exhaust system and, intake and everything that is relevant to a smog check, the car is completely stock. Now, where the doubt comes into play is the fact that it's a 30-year-old car, and so there's always the possibility that something might be off or out of tune, out of spec on the car that might cause it to not pass smog for some reason. But we're going to find out today. The last time I had to bring the car in for a smog check, which was actually when I first got the car didn't pass smog on the first inspection. And it turned out there was some sort of evap system leak that needed to be fixed. And that ended up being kind of expensive. I had to pay for a shop to basically drop the gas tank. And what they found once they dropped the gas tank was that there was a hose that had come undone somehow. I have no idea how that happened, but essentially just an unplugged hose under the or above the fuel tank. So they had to get in under the car and remove the fuel tank, plug that hose back on, and then the car was able to pass smog no problem. So hopefully, since nothing has really changed in the past 2 years since that last smog inspection, hopefully that everything will just go smoothly today and it'll pass with flying colors. One of the things that a smog technician will tell you, especially with an older car like this one, you want to make sure the car is fully warmed up before you take it in to get it smogged. This is so the cat can get up to its proper working temperature. It needs to be hot in order to perform its task of taking the toxic pollutants that a car typically emits from burning fuel and converts them into less harmful emissions before it comes out of the tailpipe. Now, I live only 10 minutes away from the smog place that I'm going to take the car to, so just to be safe, I decided to take the car out for a little drive here on Redwood Road and get it fully warmed up. So I've driven it for about 30 minutes now, and it will probably be another 10 minutes to get it to the shop, so there should be no problem with it being nice and hot. Alright, now we are at the shop, Hayward Smog. My MR2 is ready to go onto the rollers and get smogged. Now, my man Vin here is super by the book. I've been coming to him for years with my cars, and I know he is 100% legit. He will not pass you if your car has any funny business going on. So I just wanted to mention that so that no one comes in the comments asking if he can take care of your illegal, non-complying car. And please don't ask me if I know of a guy who can take care of your crazy JDM engine swapped car. But if you have a clean car that will pass, or maybe you're having some issues and you want someone to help you out with troubleshooting your car so you can get it repaired and pass the smog the right way, then yes, Vin is the man. He has helped me out with getting the MR2 to pass. His shop has done some repairs on it as well when my radiator was leaking. Anyways, let's see how it goes. For those who are unfamiliar with the California smog process, there are two components to the inspection.
One part is the emissions test, and for the older cars, that is where they put the car on the rollers and actually test the emissions coming out of the tailpipe while driving at 15 and 25 mile per hour speeds. The second part of the test is the visual and functional inspection, where the smog tech visually inspects the engine and exhaust to make sure that everything is in compliance. And now he has just finished the 15 mile per hour speed portion and now kicked it up to 25 miles per hour. So he has finished the roller part of the inspection, and now he's got to do the visual and functional parts of the test. So we still don't know what the result of this inspection will be until he finishes all the steps. Right here you can see the hose that's connected to the gas tank filler neck. This is the part where I failed 2 years ago. The pressure of waiting. Checking out Vin's office. I feel like this is one of the coolest offices I've ever seen. To have an RX-7 and a Porsche right there by your desk. That's the dream, man. I recall one time I came in here and I believe Vin also had an NSX, also in white, of course, super clean. So yeah, he has some experience with mid-engine cars and JDM sports cars.
All right, good news. The car passed. I knew it. I had no doubts. If you look at the emissions results, the catalytic converter was doing a great job. All of the measured values are nice and low, well below the average emissions results even. So that's great. The car is running clean and running well. Well, I'm glad I had good news to share, and the car passed the smog with flying colors, so everything is good. I guess I never had anything to worry about. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. I'll see you next time.